Good morning, student. Myself Amit Maheshwari, and today I am going to start your new chapter, chapter number third. And before start this chapter, we have to know about some basic concepts. So if we know basic concept, then we can understand the chapter in a good way. That's why I am discussing here some basic concept regarding the chapter number third. So I am telling you first some important things, and then I will explain you all these things one by one in a point form. Suppose if you want to locate a point, suppose you have a point, this one, so you can click point, it is known as P, it is point P. You can say point A or say point Z. Okay, so if you want to locate any point or object or any position on a plane, suppose this one, whatever I make under this one, this is known as the plane in which you have to plot the point. Suppose you have to plot point P here, point Q here, suppose. So this is known as the plane, and this plane is known as coordinate plane. This plane is known as what? Coordinate plane or Cartesian plane. This plane is known as what? Coordinate plane or Cartesian plane. Okay, second thing, in this plane you have to draw two lines. First one is known as vertical and this one known as horizontal. Okay, this is a horizontal line and this is known as vertical line. Horizontal line is known as the x-axis, so you can write here x and x dash here, y and y dash here. Okay, so this horizontal line is known as the x-axis and this vertical line is known as the y-axis, and the intersection of these two lines, the intersection point of these two line is known as the origin. So they are intersecting at that point now, so it is known as what? Origin. And coordinate of origin is always 0 comma 0. Coordinate of the point is always known as 0 comma 0. Okay, so what you learn now here, first you learn that about that if you want to plot the position of an object or a point, you need a one plane. So this whole portion is known as what? Plane, in which you have to plot the point. Second thing, in this plane, which is known as Cartesian plane or coordinate plane, two lines are there. First one is known as horizontal, also known as the x-axis, and second one known as vertical, known as the y-axis, and the intersection of these two points is known as the origin, and coordinate of the origin is always 0 comma 0. Okay, now x dash y dash, you always represent upside here positive point 1 2 3, here also 1 2 3 4, downside you have to take negative point -1 -2, here also -1 -2 -3 -4. So this one represent positive x-axis, positive y-axis, it is negative y-axis, this is positive x-axis, and this is not. If you want to plot any point P, so you have two coordinate, one x coordinate and second one is y coordinate. So if you say this value, it is known as x coordinate, it is known as y coordinate. If you together called, then you have to call that coordinate only. So single, if you want to ask single, first value is known as x coordinate, second value is known as y coordinate, together they are known as was coordinate only. Okay, now the name of the x coordinate is also abscissa. The name of the x-axis is also abscissa, and the name of the the name of the x coordinate is abscissa, and the name of the y coordinate is ordinate. Okay, now whatever I am telling you here in detail, I will explain all these things by one with the help of one point. Okay, now I will tell you all this point in a proper language. Now just read the first basic concept, then I will tell you all these things here. Now come on the first point. First point is to locate the position of an object. Suppose you want to locate the position of an object. It means suppose you have any object A and you want to locate on a graph paper or a point. You have to say any object or you have to say any point in a plane. Plane means that one, whatever I told you, coordinate plane or Cartesian plane. We require two perpendicular lines. One of them is horizontal and other is known as vertical. Okay, in order, if you want to represent the position of an object, then you have to need two perpendicular line in that plane. So this is a required plane as I draw here, and two perpendicular line are there. Perpendicular means they always bring 90-degree angle. Okay, so you need two perpendicular lines. First one is known as horizontal line, second one is known as vertical line. Okay, the plane is called the Cartesian plane. This plane is known as what? Called the Cartesian plane or coordinate plane. You can call them Cartesian plane or coordinate plane, and the line are called the coordinate axis. Okay, one more thing we have to discuss here. We have to draw this two line now. So this is the vertical line. So this is the horizontal line. This is the vertical line. If you want to call them together, then you have to say that they are the coordinate axis. If you call them separately, then you have to say it is a horizontal line and it is the vertical line. Horizontal line is also known as the x-axis, vertical line is also known as the y-axis. But if you call them both together, then you have to say that they are the coordinate axis. So what you need, if you want to locate a point or an object in a plane, then you have to need two perpendicular line in the Cartesian plane. This is a Cartesian plane. Two perpendicular line you have to need, and these two lines are known as coordinate axis. They are known as coordinate axis. Okay, and the plane is known as Cartesian plane or coordinate plane. Now third point is the horizontal line is called the x-axis and the vertical line is called the y-axis. Okay, as I told you, this horizontal line is known as what? X-axis. X and x dash. X means positive value, x dash means negative value. You have to move like that one. And the vertical line is known as y-axis. It is y and y dash. X. These are horizontal known as x-axis, vertical known as y-axis. Okay, and there are two axes, positive and negative. Now come on the next point. The coordinate axis divide the plane into, coordinate axis means that two line, as I told you, divide the plane into four part called quadrant. Okay, this is an important point you have to discuss here. So if in that axis you have two line, x-axis and y-axis, so this coordinate axis together we have to call them coordinate axis now. If you ask simply, then you have to say x-axis or y-axis, but if you call together, then you have to say they are the coordinate axis. So when you draw the coordinate axis in the Cartesian plane, then it divided into four part like that one. Just wait. So this is one known as first part, this is known as second part, this is known as third part, and this is known as fourth part. So four part you make, four part. This coordinate axis divide this Cartesian plane into four part, and the first one is known as what? And these all part are known as quadrant. These all part are known as was quadrant. So this is one known that one. First part is known as first quadrant. Second part is known as second quadrant. It is third quadrant, fourth quadrant. If you are giving them a common name, then they are known as only quadrant. All together you have to call them quadrant. But the first part is known as first quadrant, second part is known as second quadrant, third part is known as third quadrant, and fourth part is known as fourth quadrant. Like that one you have to divide. Not like that one, first part here, second part here, not like that one. In that direction only, in clockwise direction you have to divide. Okay, so it is, sorry, anti-clockwise direction you have to divide. First quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. Okay, now come on the next point. The point of the intersection of the axis called the origin. As I told you, where these two axes are intersect, they are known as what? Origin. They are known as what? Origin. And coordinate of the origin is always 0, 0, as I told you. So the point of intersection of the axis means x and y both, they are asking, is called the origin. Now the distance of the point from the y-axis. Now just see here, it is an important concept. Now I am drawing here two axes. It is x-axis and it is y-axis. Now suppose you have to take point here P, and the value here is here 5 for example. Now the distance of the point from the y-axis. Okay, the point is P here. From the y-axis you have to measure. Just measure like that one from the y-axis. What is the distance? Suppose this is, for example, 2 unit. Sorry, this is example 5 unit. So what is the gap from the y-axis? Just see the distance of the point from the y-axis. Y-axis is here now. From here you have to count. So this gap is known as 5. So this 5 is known as x coordinate. This 5 is known as x coordinate because it come on the x here na. Suppose you measure the point from the y axis, so y axis you have to move like that one. So how much distance you have to move? This one na. So this gap is known as was x coordinate. This is known as was x coordinate, or you can say only abscissa. They are the two names. Suppose one student are there, they are two name, one in the school and one at the home. Nickname is there like that one. So this is a nickname. Either you can say them x coordinate or you have to say them abscissa. Okay, and the distance of the point from the y axis, sorry, from the x axis, suppose you have to make a point here. Now from the y axis you have to measure the distance, x axis, sorry. So x axis is here, just measure the gap, this one. So what is the distance here? So this just look at the previous point, I will explain here, don't confuse. The distance of the point from the y axis. Okay, first one is the y axis. Suppose if you measure the point from the y axis, so this is known as what? X coordinate. This is known as what? X coordinate, or either you can say abscissa. It is a nickname. You can say them x coordinate or abscissa. And the distance of the point from the x axis. Okay, if you measure the distance, okay, point here from the x axis this na, so you have to measure that gap. So from the x axis, what is the distance known as? If you count, so it means that you have to count that value na. So this is known as what? Y coordinate. This is known as what? Y coordinate, or you can say only ordinate. This is a nickname. So what is the information you have to get here? The x coordinate is also known as abscissa, and the y coordinate is also known as ordinate only. Okay, and what is the x coordinate? The distance of the point from the x axis. The distance of the point from the x axis is known as the x coordinate, and the distance of the point from the, so the distance of the point from the y axis is known as the x coordinate. Sorry, I am repeat. The distance of the point from the y axis is known as the x coordinate, or you can say abscissa, and the distance of the point from the x axis is known as y coordinate or ordinate only. Okay, so one again I am concept that concept with the help of one diagram. Now just see here, you have point here P. Now just measure the gap like that, and you have to measure. So suppose it is 5 and it is 2, for example. So if you measure the from the, okay, just write here y and x. If you measure from the y coordinate, so from the y you have to measure that one. So what is the gap? What is the distance? The distance is 5. So this is known as x coordinate. This is known as x coordinate, or you have to say abscissa also. Now just measure from the x axis. From the x axis you have to measure in that direction. X axis here, so you have to measure that point. That value is 2. So this is known as what? Y axis. So this is known as y coordinate, or you have to say this is known as ordinate only. They are known as ordinate. Okay, so what you understand now? X coordinate is also known as abscissa, y coordinate is also known as ordinate, and x coordinate means the value from the y axis, and the y coordinate means value from the x axis. Okay, let's come on the next point now. If the abscissa of the point is x, okay, abscissa means x coordinate. Suppose you have any point P. If the abscissa of the point is x, okay, just write here x. X axis, x coordinate is x here, and the ordinate is y. Ordinate means y axis. Sorry, y coordinate. So abscissa is x and ordinate is y. Then x comma y are called the coordinate. Okay, as I told you, simply you can call them. It is a x coordinate. Okay, just come on the board. It is more visible. Now just see here. You have any point P x comma y. So this x is known as what? X coordinate. It is known as x coordinate, or you can say it is known as abscissa. And that y is known as what? Y coordinate, or you can known as ordinate. You known as ordinate. Okay. So if you have any point P x comma y, so the first value is known as the x coordinate, or you have to say abscissa, and second value is known as y coordinate, or you have to say ordinate. So if you call them together, then you have to say they are the coordinate only. They are the coordinate. So they say that if the abscissa is the x and the ordinate is y, it means the point become like P x comma y are called the coordinate of the point. They together are called the what? Coordinate. If you ask them separately, then first value is known as x coordinate or abscissa, second value is known as y coordinate or ordinate. If together you have to call them, then they are known as what? Coordinate only. Okay, Now the coordinate of the origin are 0, 0. As I told you, the coordinate of the point is always 0, 0. Now one important thing which is very important for this chapter, as I told you, this two perpendicular line or this two line, one horizontal and second one is vertical. Horizontal is known as x-axis, vertical is known as y-axis, as I told you. And when you draw this two line on a Cartesian plane, that divided into four part. So what are the four part there? These four part are known as quadrant. This four part known as quadrant. So this one is known as what? First quadrant. This one is known as first quadrant, then second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. Now important thing is that how can you find out without plotting the point? If suppose I am giving any point, suppose I am giving like that one question I am giving you like that one, p minus 3, 4. Now I am asking in which quadrant this point lie. So you have to draw the, first you have to plot the point, then you have to tell na. Now there is a shortcut to know in which quadrant the given point lies. For that shortcut you have to learn this step and this sign. In first quadrant you have to learn always plus. It means that if any point line on the first quadrant, it is plus. So what is the form? It is 3, 5 because both are plus, or it may be 3, 9, or maybe 12, 15. Both value are positive na. So without plotting you have to say that they lie in the first quadrant. They lie in the first quadrant. Without plotting them you have to say, or either you can plot on the graph paper, then you have to say they lie in the first quadrant. Now second quadrant point is minus plus. Now I am taking up one example, minus 3, 10, or I am saying that minus 5, 15. So in which quadrant this point lies? So without just see, minus, first point is minus, second point is plus. So minus plus is there na. So minus plus lie in second quadrant. So without plotting you have to say that this both point are lies in the second quadrant. Okay. Now one more example I am giving. Suppose minus 15, 10 you have to give in. Now I am asking in which quadrant this point lie. Just check the sign. It is minus and it is plus. So in which quadrant the point lies? Second quadrant na? So you have to say directly that this point lies in the second quadrant. Now third quadrant sign is minus. Now I am giving one more example. Now I am taking two number, minus 5, minus 7. Now asking in which quadrant that the given point lie. So you have to just check the sign, minus means third quadrant. Then you have to say that the given point lies in the third quadrant. Okay. Now come on the fourth one, plus minus. What is plus minus? Now I am taking one example, 10, 9. 10, minus 9. Now just see the sign, first plus, second minus. Plus minus lies in fourth quadrant. So without plotting you have to say this the point lies in the fourth quadrant. Okay. So what are the sign? So when you draw this two line, the given plane divided into four part, they are known as quadrant, and this is known as first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. Now important thing, you have to remember the sign also. In first quadrant sign is plus, second quadrant minus, then minus and plus, and these are very useful to find the location of any point without plotting them on a graph paper. If the form is like that one, both are positive, as I told you, 5, 9 both are positive na. So without plotting you have to say that this lies in the first quadrant. If the point is minus 5, 9 minus plus, then this lies in the second quadrant. Now point like that, minus 5, minus 9, negative, that is third quadrant. And the point is like that one, 5, minus 9, 5, minus 9, then plus minus, then you have to say this lies in the fourth quadrant. Okay. So one shot again I am telling like that one, whatever I told you in a very short way I am going to just repeat. So this plane is known as what? Cartesian plane or coordinate plane. Okay. Second thing, if you draw that two line, they are known as vertical line and horizontal line. Vertical means y, horizontal means x, and the intersection of these two lines is known as the origin, and coordinate is 0, 0. Third thing, if you draw this two line, then they have to divide it into four parts. They are known as quadrant. In first quadrant, if you see the form, the sign of the is point is plus, then minus, then minus, and then plus minus. Okay. So these all are the important concept. As I told you, one more concept I did not write here in your notebook, but I will tell you from my side is a very important. Now just see here, if they are asking if the form of the point like that one, x, 0, it is x, 0, or the point is like that one, 0, y. Now x, 0, then you have to say that the point lies on the x-axis. X-axis means, now I am telling you that concept also, what is the meaning of x-axis. Okay, this is very important also. Now just see, four quadrant has the draw here. If point lie here, then you have to select first quadrant. If point lie here, then you have to second quadrant, here third quadrant, and here fourth quadrant. But if the point lie here on the x-axis, then what you say? It is not in the quadrant now. Here first quadrant, here second quadrant, here third quadrant, here fourth quadrant, but is not the quadrant, then you have to say it lies on the x-axis. It is known as the x-axis. If it is right on this side, then you have to say that it is lies on the positive x-axis. There you have to say it lies on the negative x-axis. Okay, and in the same way, if it is lie here, then you have to say lies on the y-axis, and here negative y-axis. So what is the form that you have to find without plotting that is lying on the x-axis? So if the point lies on the x-axis, then its form is always like that one, p x comma 0. If it is x comma 0, then you have to say it is lies on the what, x-axis. One important thing I want to tell you, p x comma 0 is lies on the x-axis, or you can say it is lies on the positive x-axis. If it is minus x comma 0, then minus means negative, then you have to say it lies on the negative x-axis. Okay, if x come here, second one is 0, then you have to say lies on the x-axis. If it is positive, then you have to say lies on the positive x-axis. If it is negative, then it lies on the negative x-axis. Second thing, if the point is of the form p 0 comma y, so y come here, so you have to say that it lies on the y-axis. If y is positive, then you have to say lies on the positive y-axis. If y is negative, then you have to lies on the negative y-axis. Now I am giving you one example here. Now just see, now I am taking like minus 3 comma 0 and 5 comma 0 for example. Now which value you have given, x or y? X is given here na, so it lies on the x-axis. Now they both are lies on the x-axis because first value is given, second one is 0. Now first one is negative, so it represents a negative x-axis. Positive is a positive x-axis. Okay, second thing, if like that one, 0 comma 5 and 0 comma minus 9. Now y is given, so lies on the y-axis. It is also on the y-axis. Now positive, the positive y-axis, negative, then negative y-axis. Okay, they are not lies in the quadrant. If 1 0 is given, then not lie in a quadrant. Quadrant point always given, both x also given, y also given. If someone is 0, then don't say they lie in a quadrant, then you have to say lies on the axis. Either may be x or either may be y. If y is given, then lies on the y-axis. If x is given only, then lies on the x-axis. If positive, then positive x-axis, negative and negative y-axis. Okay, so if you have any doubt in any question, you can ask me now. Thank you.